At small bar, Johnny sits with a bottle of wine and 2 glasses. Leo sits down looking for scoop on the latest DiMera family drama. Johnny doesn't know what he's talking about. Leo tells him Kristen got immunity, but he's more interested in learning about his other aunt, Megan. Johnny can't help because he's never met her. Wendy waltzes in, much to Leo's surprise. He assumed Johnny was waiting for Channel. At the DiMera mansion, Tony announces in front of the family that there's something he wants to tell EJ. Anna flashes to telling Tony about Nicole's pregnancy and blurts out that she can't let him do this. She lies that Tony's soused. She pointedly says she can't let him say something he'll regret later. The family wants to hear what he has to say. Receiving Anna's glare, Tony praises his brother for his leadership at DiMera. He tells Megan and Kristen that they'd be wise to support him. Anna drags Tony off to have a word in private. Eric comes upon Nicole and Sloan at the hospital. He asks what's in the box Nicole is holding. Sloan says it's a medical test kit. Nicole lies about a virus outbreak and how everyone must test negative before visiting patients. Since tests are low in supply, Nicole was going to give one of hers to Sloan so she could see her brother. Feigning appreciation, Sloan urges Eric to take the test instead so he can see Ab. After Leo gets in digs about Channel, he needles Wendy over being torn between Johnny about Trip. Wendy threatens Leo that if he prints a story about them, she'll hack into his accounts and make his life a living hell. Leo sympathizes with her being torn between 2 men. But while Trip is a doctor, Johnny's just an out-of-work dilettante. Johnny pushes Leo toward the door. In the foyer, Tony insists to Anna he wasn't going to reveal Nicole's secret. He truly just wanted to throw his support behind EJ. Anna's sorry she doubted him. Tony still feels EJ has a right to know. A right to know what? EJ asks, emerging from the great room. Tony lies that Anna was concerned he was stoking the flames of EJ and Stefan's rivalry. EJ thanks them for always having his back. In the great room, Stefan and Gabby try to sway Kristen and Megan to their side. Megan asks what they can do for her. Stefan will welcome her into the family with open arms, something EJ won't do. EJ returns, declaring that isn't true. In fact, since she was locked up in prison, he'll give her his master suite. Kristen points out she was locked up too. But Megan has seniority, EJ retorts. Kristen wouldn't accept his room anyway after he stabbed her in the back. At the hospital, Eric passes on taking one of Nicole's tests. He'd rather Sloan have it. He says he'll meet Sloan at home and leaves. The women lament their failed attempt, then bicker over the possibility of Eric being the father of Nicole's baby. Sloan prays to God he's not. In the DiMera foyer, Tony frets over lying to EJ. Anna says they must be careful not to let anyone else overhear them while talking about Nicole's pregnancy like EJ almost did. Nicole comes home. Anna, what the hell? Johnny returns to Wendy at their table. He apologizes for Leo and assures her he and Channel are just friends. She believes him, but admits Leo wasn't wrong about her and Trip. She'll understand if it's too weird for him. He takes her hand and says he won't give up without a fight. In the great room, Megan presses for details on the siblings' drama. Kristen rattles off their recent history, with Stefan confirming EJ's knack for backstabbing his siblings. Gabby wonders how Megan could trust him, while Kristen suggests she rethink EJ's offer. In the foyer, Anna assures Nicole that EJ doesn't know the truth. Nicole promises to deliver the news when she gets the paternity results. She asks for advice on how to swab EJ's cheek without him knowing. Anna gives her a couple of sleeping pills that will knock him out for hours. Sloan comes home to Eric folding her towels. She thanks him for understanding about Colin, despite his feelings about her brother. Eric commiserates over having a troubled sibling and assures her he's not going anywhere. As they drink wine, Johnny admits to Wendy that Leo did have a point about him being out of work. He needs to jumpstart his film career. While focusing on his family didn't work out so well last time, maybe he could tell her story. In his best pitch voice, Johnny recounts her life, which led to a brief love triangle, wherein she realized only one man was for her. Which man was that? Wendy playfully wonders. Johnny seductively says she'll have to buy a ticket to find out. To stay neutral, Megan passes on taking EJ's room. Kristen leads her away to tour the available suites. Arm in arm, the sisters saunter into the foyer. Nicole is shocked to learn that Kristen is out of prison and that they both plan to live there. At home, Sloan tells Eric how much it means that he's stuck by her.